Namaskar, this is Shilpa Bhavna and I present a sparkling welcome to all of you in this most loved inspirational talk series, Chartered Accountants, The Growth Gears, presented by Committee for Members in Industry and Business, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India.
Since its formation on 1st July 1949, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has grown many folds. Today, it is the second largest accounting body in the world, having 5 regional councils and 166 branches in India. It has 44 overseas chapters and 33 representative offices. We are present in 77 cities and 48 countries of the world. Our success is not only because of our size, but because of the respect we command. The ICI and its members are committed to excellence, independence, and integrity. The Institute takes pride in being a partner in nation building. Chartered accountants as strategic partners are essential to achieve success in any business.
Friends, today we are meeting up a personality who is not only a chartered accountant, but he's also an IPS officer. So today's episode is really going to be interesting. We have with us CA Tajender Luthra, IPS. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on this show.
It's all our pleasure, and let me please tell all my audience that today is not a uniform day, so that is why sir is decked up informally with us. So we are going to have a wonderful interaction session with you, sir.
Sure.
Law Enforcement Officer IPS Tajender Singh Luthra has over 30 years of strong, decisive executive leadership, inclusive of meritorious experience in law enforcement, criminal investigators, intelligence collection, general administration, and human resource management with the Indian Police Services. He joined the Indian Police Services in 1990. Moreover, he also adorns the qualification of Chartered Accountancy with supreme esteem.
When we say that you are a CA and IPS officer, so one thing that struck to my mind is like a CA became IPS officer or an IPS officer became the chartered accountant. How is the case?
Your question is both interesting and difficult. If you see chronologically, first I did chartered accountancy, and then I appeared for the civil services examination, and finally I joined the Indian Police Service.
Okay.
So that's about the chronology. However, if I see your question from a different perspective, the answer would be different. And all of us have very different roles in the life. For example, I'm a son, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a brother, I'm a chartered accountant, I'm an IPS, I'm a professional. So all of us have many shades of our inner self in us.
Exactly.
So I love all these shades of my inner self, and I feel very proud about it.
Yeah, so you are proud of being a chartered accountant and an IPS officer both.
Yes.
So what's closer to your heart?
Everyone, because if I had not got into the CA education, I think I would not have dared to take the exam of civil services.
Okay.
So perhaps I can say like this, that chartered accountancy was the first mount. When I rode that mount, then I saw the another mount, and I decided to climb that mount also.
Okay, so that won't be wrong to say that once you join the Chartered Accountancy, in this training period by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, you are made to learn that how to do the hard work and implement that in your execution part. So like that helps you a lot when you are there to climb up the another ladder.
Yes, you are right, because one success leads to another. And chartered accountancy's examination or the design of its syllabus is so difficult that it motivates you to work hard. And when you work hard, you get one success, And once you get one success, then you
You're
are
motivated
ambitious,
for another
or
one.
you are motivated to go for another success.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I'm very grateful to the education of CA. And I must also tell you that CA education does much more than that. You know, when we go for auditing, we take the figures. Actually, when we are auditing, we are raising a question. And when you are raising a question, you are becoming curious. You are developing a healthy skepticism
Yes.
whether this thing is valid or not. And when you become skeptical about something, you are searching for the evidence. And if you get the matching evidence, you are satisfied. But
Yes.
if you do not get the matching evidence, then you go back to your question, you go back to your hypothesis, and again become skeptical and search for the evidence. So the whole process makes you curious, makes you skeptical, makes you a rational person.
Yeah. So, since the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, it prepares you to crack the toughest examination of the country. So, you agree at the same time the structure of the course that they are running, it is actually very much impactful for the students.
Yes, I agree with you. The course has been designed in such a way that if you are not a perseverant person, if you are not a passionate student, you cannot get through. So it makes you work hard, it makes you persevere, it makes you passionate. So then only you can succeed.
After this, अगर आप किसी भी तरह का कोई difficult examination लेना चाहें, so it helps you a lot.
Yes, in the sense that your foundation is laid. I believe anyone who has cracked examination, his foundation is laid to take any kind of difficult examination. That's my belief.
The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India follows structured course curriculum for the all-round development of the students, along with the studies related to finance, policies and much more. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India also focuses on the study of and understanding of laws that is much needed for a professional.
CA, the alphabets of trust. For decades, chartered accountants have upheld the trust of not just the society but the entire economy and ensured that the flag of the nation and the flag of the profession keeps flying high. I'm extremely delighted that our chartered accountants are contributing not just in practice but in various industries at various different levels.
Both of the prefix and suffix with your name, like Chartered Accountancy and the IPS. So when I see that, I actually thoroughly believe that you are a kind of person who just love the academics, because either you go for the Chartered Accountancy and after that when you are into Indian Police Services, you have to study a lot, you have to read a lot, you have to have the laws by your heart every time. So I can see a lot of books lying over here, and it's your beautiful library that you have made. So you enjoy reading a lot.
Yes, I have this urge of learning, and I feel extremely lucky that I have this strength of being a lifelong learner.
Wow.
Because I feel whatever you do, whatever height you reach in life, still you are not done.
That's beautiful, and that's a really nice message for all our viewers as well, because in life sometimes when we reach on a stage where we think that now our learnings are over, but it's never the case. If you start learning like one thing every day, it really helps you a lot. और जिस दिन आप ये सोच लेते हैं कि अब मुझे अपनी ताउम्र तक सिर्फ सीखते चले जाना है, तो उसमें एक बड़ी अच्छी बात ये होती है कि बुढ़ापा आपको छू नहीं पाता. You are always young.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when you are a learner, when you consider that I am a learner, it makes you humble.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
you don't think you have all the wisdom. You always think I have nothing. I still have to learn. I'm still a student of life.
So CA Tajender Luthra, IPS, is a humble man, but here is one question that arises in my mind, that if we talk about a CA, he has got the authority of signing the papers, which gives the authentication to an individual that you are doing the correct things on the papers. And if we talk about an IPS officer, he also gives authentication to the person's character that you are doing the right thing in the society, कानून व्यवस्था बनाए रखने के लिए. So sir, Do you enjoy authority?
I wouldn't say I enjoy authority. Rather, I would say IPS has given me a platform to serve the people. And if in the police we could help them in some way, that their life becomes little easier. So that's my goal of being in police.
So you are so positive in life. Is that the reason that you have pursued the positivity of psychology kind of course in your life?
Yes, yes. I feel extremely lucky that I got the opportunity to do my master's in applied positive psychology. Positive psychology is about everything which is beautiful and touches human life.
Wow, wow. And all our CAs need this positivity towards this life, because जो अभी aspire कर रहे हैं CAs बनने के लिए, you definitely need this positivity, because you have to work really hard to crack the toughest examination of the country. But don't worry, there are many people who have already done it, and there are many people who are going to do it after you. So you are not the only one in the case. But positivity helps a lot.
Yes, positivity helps you a lot because it teaches you to focus on the solutions and not on the problems.
Yeah.
So when you focus on the solutions, you find not just one solution, you find many. Solution is definitely required,
Yeah.
but with the right frame of ethics and rules.
So here speaks the IPS officer.
Even CAs, if
Yeah.
they have to follow the framework
Yes.
of ethics, rules and laws, and if they don't, then there is a problem. I took this examination many years back, but I remember that in the CA examination, there is a course devoted to professional ethics.
Yeah.
So which all of us
It's
must,
still there.
is still there, which
Yeah.
you must follow.
The USP and uniqueness of CA course is its articleship training. No any course can provide hands-on training while undergoing and passing various level of CA examination. Exposure and familiarity with the nitty-gritty and complexity of business methods and process are made available by this CA course to its article training.
Like UPSC, ICI, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, a statutory body under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs of Government of India, focuses too much through a well-planned, rigorous examination system. Our examination system, through a tough entrance level foundation course to intermediate to final level, is one of the toughest examination system in the world to ensure that only the best quality comes out to become the complete business solution provider.
Sir, have you ever faced such kind of situation where you found your qualification of chartered accountancy helping you a lot while executing your duties as an IPS officer?
Absolutely, because these days, in the last 30-40 years, after the liberalization of our economy, which started in 90s,
Ji.
the economic offenses have really gone up. And to understand the economic offenses, you need to understand the financial statements.
Yes, and who understand financial statements better than CA?
Yes, and if you cannot grasp the financial statements, you cannot understand how this offense was committed. So in that sense, CA education is really helpful because in first glance, you can make out how this fraud would have been done,
Yes.
how this forgery would have been done. So once you understand, then it is very easy to formulate the different steps of the investigation. And if you do not grasp how this crime would have been done, how would you plan your investigation? How would you plan that what kind of evidences I need to look for? And what should I do to collect those evidences? And even if you collect those evidences, you need to appreciate those evidences. And if you do not have that financial background, understanding, you cannot appreciate those evidences. And not just for your benefit. Then in the court of law, you have to convince the judge.
Because you have to present your case over there.
Yes, you have to present your case and you have to convince the judge that this is the evidence and this is the value of this evidence, and this evidence leads us to crime.
Sir, do you agree then that while we call police as the gearing force for the internal security of the country, then the qualification of chartered accountancy or a chartered accountant may be called the gearing force for the financial security of the country?
I absolutely agree with you because CA as a professional body are doing many things for the financial security of our country. Be it surveillance over stock exchanges, be it scrutiny of foreign exchange transaction, be it vigilance over public listed companies and foreign exchange transactions, etc. You name any financial domain or subdomain of our country, CAs are doing an important job of keeping a watch or keeping an eye or oversight on those things. So in that sense, I believe CAs as a professional body are an important pillar for the financial security of our country. And I would also say that we chartered accountants as a professional body should not stop here. We should find new avenues where we as professionals can contribute more for the financial security of our country.
You are a poet also, right? You write, you recite poems. So at the same time, have you ever been like getting time to write something for this profession as well?
I'll be very candid with you. All the subjects of accountancy, auditing, financial statements, they are very tricky and very intricate kind of subjects. And after getting into the IPS, I only get to read newspapers and don't get to read the serious journals by which I should keep myself updated on these intricate and delicate subjects. I'll be very candid with you. I'm not able to do that.
So maybe that's the reason you are writing serious poetry.
Yeah, poetry is my love. So my first collection came in 2012, and now I'm coming with my second collection because
Can you recite something for us?
Oh no. Okay, I can recite a short poem.
Yeah.
I should also give you the context of this poem. I told you I'm a lifelong learner, and I was very passionate to join a great university abroad and study there. And in that process, I applied. And finally, I got a call from Oxford as well as University of Pennsylvania. I asked my wife in a very skeptical way, you think I should go? तो कहती है कि आपके पास 4 lives हैं क्या? जो करना है वो कर लो.
Absolutely right.
So वो जो 4 जीवन 4 lives हैं वो मेरे पोएट ने एकदम से उसको पकड़ लिया और फाइनली एक छोटी सी कविता उसके ऊपर आ गई जिसका शीर्षक है एक बूंद. बिखर जाए सारा अमृत, बिखर जाए सारा अमृत, अब नहीं कोई भटकन. बिखर जाए सारा अमृत, अब नहीं कोई भटकन. खो जाए सारा आकाश, अब नहीं उधेड़ बुन. तुम्हें मुबारक 4 जीवन, आधे अधूरे अनिश्चित. तुम्हें मुबारक 4 जीवन, आधे अधूरे अनिश्चित. मेरे लिए काफी है एक कतरा संचित, एक बूंद निश्चित. मेरे लिए काफी है एक कतरा संचित, एक बूंद निश्चित. And this poem gave me the answer.
Yes.
And I went to University of Pennsylvania to do my master's in applied positive psychology.
Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is also doing a quite good work with the students these days because they have been on the digital platform as well for the study material and all.
That's very great, and I believe if CA Institute is doing some kind of counseling for the student, that should also have these sessions. How they can, they should not be coming under the peer pressure or they should not be looking for social approval for whatever they do. Groom our young students as independent entities who are very confident and comfortable in whatever they are doing, in whatever they are focusing or whatever their dreams are, they must achieve them.
That's really nice, sir. And I would really like to say here, sir, that sometime we would also like to invite you to our CMIB at the platform of the ICI where you can come and you can counsel the students because you had also been an alumni.
Yes, I would love to be there and I would love to counsel the young students. That's my passion.
Beautiful, sir. So before I say a goodbye to you, now here is a very special segment that I call Shilpa Bhavna Special. So it's a rapid fire round. I'll be saying some words और उसको सुन के जो चीज सबसे पहले आपके जहन में आती है आपको बोलनी है.
Oh my God, I'm afraid.
You are a CA, you are an IPS officer. Actually मुझे डर लगना चाहिए.
No.
Academics.
I love academics, and if I get a chance after I superannuate, I would like to devote a lot of time into academics.
Positivity.
Oh yeah, I'm a positive person. I look only the positive side of the situation.
Law.
Yes, law is an intellectually stimulating subject, and I love law.
Chartered accountancy.
Chartered accountancy gave me that platform from where I could jump to another success. I'm very thankful to Chartered accountancy.
Wow, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India.
Yes, it's a great body of professionals. It's doing a lot of great work, and I wish it should take our profession to the next level.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, sir. आप इतना डर रहे थे, डरने वाली कोई बात नहीं थी. You actually played really well. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining us in this session.
Thank you for having me on this show. Thank you very much.
After having a candid interaction with CA Tajender Luthra IPS, I can actually say that CA is not tough. It is for tough people. So my dear friends, be tough, be a chartered accountant, and be the gearing force of the economy. This is Shilpa Bhavna signing out for today, but I promise you more such inspiring success. Committee for Members in Industry and Business, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Jai Hind.